Hi, I'm Nico and I'm going to start making these short videos about tabletop game design and production. And for today's video, I'm going to be discussing bleed, what it is and why it is important. I'm doing this video because a lot of people have asked me what bleed is for and if it really is required. And so with this video, I can just keep sending it again and again without having to explain to each person. So for this example, I'm going to be using this card from our game Darna at ang Nawawalang Bato. So first, what is bleed? Bleed is an extension of your card design at its edges. And this is required for professional printing when there is cutting involved. So if you want to see here, so this is the original design printed on some scratch paper, and this is the actual card. So if you look carefully, if I put this here, there is an extension of the design on all sides. The industry standard is it's usually around 3 millimeters or 1/8 of an inch. So here's an example of the card without the bleed. Bleed is important because cutting machines are not always exact. So the bleed allows for a little bit of leeway in the cutting so that the miscuts and the drift won't be that obvious. So to demonstrate the importance of bleed, I'm going to cut this printout which has bleed using these cutting marks over here. And I'm going to cut this one without bleed. So first look at this where I cut. So you can see that I didn't follow the lines so exactly, as you can see here. And this is the same for the one without the bleed. So here, so you can see a little bit of the card design got left on this sheet. So now you can clearly see the difference between the two cards. So this is the one without any bleed. So since the cut drifted a little bit of the white part of the paper was left on the card, while a little bit here was trimmed off. As for the card with full bleed, you don't have that white sliver because the bleed was covered for the drift. So this design is much more robust to cutting drifts. Adding bleed to your designs is standard for all kinds of printing, not only just cards and boards, but books and anything that has going to be cut. So make sure that when you commission your designs, you have to include the bleed. To do this, just add 3 millimeters or 1/8 of an inch to all sides and make sure that your design spreads out all the way to the end of the bleed area. So I hope this helps you.